I'm here on the big island of Hawaii, and it's been an amazing week I've had here going all around the island. I got so lucky on my last day to come to this farm, this spirulina farm on the big island of Hawaii. I've just got an amazing tour by the head science officer of this project, Dr. Gerry Cysewski.
Perfect.
Thank you so much for inviting me and welcoming me here and explaining everything. This guy, he knows everything about spirulina, and I didn't even know what an interesting topic it was until I met him. Gerry, just tell me a little bit about the facility. How big is it here?
We fully occupy 90 acres. We came here in 1984. We started with 5 acres, and we now completely occupy 90 acres.
90 acres growing spirulina. Now you do spirulina ponds, which is this is right behind us. We're growing spirulina in this pond here. But you also have other ponds on the facility which are growing.
It's growing a microalgae called hematococcus for the production of natural astaxanthin.
Okay, he says that better than me. You guys might recognize that one because it's the one Dr. Oz and Mercola have been talking a lot about recently, saying that it's the one supplement that people don't know about, but the one they should be taking. Is that right?
That's correct.
So that was news to me because I'm a little bit out of what's going on in the world sometimes without a television. So, but the spirulina really fascinates me because I think it's a great supplement. You've been here since 1984.
Correct.
And you built this whole thing.
Well, with the help of a
He
great
keeps saying
team.
with help, but I think he's the genius behind it. I think he's being very humble. And have you seen the interest in spirulina and the superfoods grow since you've started this project?
We certainly have, yeah. I mean, spirulina is just a fantastic product, and more and more people are taking it. Growth is about 10% a year.
Yeah, that's great. It makes me happy because more and more people are thinking about their health. And, you know, one of the things I was asking Gerry is, with all the supplements out there, a lot of people are always asking me, which one should I be taking? And I said to him, well, what do you think are the real benefits of spirulina versus other supplements?
Well, spirulina is very rich in protein, about 60% protein.
Yep.
It has a very high concentration of carotenoids, antioxidant carotenoids like beta-carotene and zeaxanthin. Then it also has a blue pigment called phycocyanin that you can only find in blue-green algae like spirulina. And phycocyanin helps protect both the liver and kidney from toxins. In addition, spirulina has immune-stimulating compounds and antiviral compounds. So it's a wonderful product to maintain good, vibrant health.
Now, I was asking him spirulina versus chlorella because a lot of people ask me that. Could you say the same things that you just said all about spirulina? Could you say the same things about chlorella? Or do you think spirulina has more?
Well, I think spirulina definitely has some advantages over chlorella. You know, the phycocyanin is very important. That's not present in chlorella. The immune stimulation and antiviral compounds aren't in chlorella. I think there's been a lot more scientific research done on the health benefits of spirulina than chlorella, for instance.
And do you take spirulina every day?
I absolutely do, yes.
What's your favorite way to take it?
Well, you know, I'm a little bit lazy, so I take it in tablet form, rather than making smoothies, which I think is the best way to probably take it.
Right.
But I'll take anywhere from probably 6 to 10 tablets every day.
Okay, and do you take them throughout the day, or just one time?
I just take them in the morning.
Yep. And have you been steady doing that since you started this project?
Yes.
So more than 20 years?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yes.
And if you had to tell people the best way to take it, would you say tablet is any different than powder? Because people ask me this too. Which is better, tablet or powder? Or do you think it's just a matter of convenience for what's best for someone's day if they're busy?
I think I would prefer, if people have the time, powder and a smoothie is probably the best way to take it.
And how much?
I would say at least 3 grams a day, which is a tablespoon.
Okay, 1 tablespoon.
You know, it's a food. We call it a superfood.
Yep.
You can certainly take more than that. There's nothing that's going to be harmful if you take too much. If you take really a lot of spirulina, the one thing that will happen, the palms of your hands will start to turn a little bit orange because of the high concentration of beta-carotene.
Cool. I want to do that.
Yeah.
I want to max out my spirulina just to see at what point my hands will turn orange. Someone actually told me, by the way, just interestingly enough, and I don't know if it's true, but he said your palms only turn orange while your liver's detoxing. through the process of taking a high beta-carotenoid food. And he says that once your liver is clean, it won't do that anymore. I've never tried it, but it's just an interesting piece of information. Now, the one thing I wanted to ask you about as well with spirulina, because people ask me this, so I'm asking the expert. I mean, this guy he's been doing this, studying it. He's an engineer, scientist forever. What about the smell of the spirulina?
Spirulina does have what we like to call a sea vegetable aroma.
I call it pond scum,
yeah.
But okay, that's scientifically correct.
Some people, they like the smell, other people don't like the smell or the taste. The spirulina that we produce here at Cyanotech actually has a reputation of having the mildest smell and the best taste.
Right.
And a lot of times that a bad taste in spirulina can indicate the rancidity. The fats in spirulina can become rancid and really add to the bad smell.
Right.
Of course, the way we process everything here with our ocean chill drying, that's completely eliminated. And that's one of the reasons our spirulina tastes and smells better than anyone else's.
Yeah, well, I can tell you, I'm telling you the truth. I'm standing here in 90 acres of spirulina, and I don't smell anything bad. And so I can tell you that I would have to agree. I would say try their version of it. The other interesting thing that Gerry was telling me is the type of water, the different types of water that spirulina can be grown in. And I was asking him the difference of buying a spirulina in India and China versus here, and he was you can tell him yourself, but just to recap, he was telling me that here they're using a clean water, and in other countries they could be using dirty water or even water from a lake or a river.
River water. Yes.
So you don't know how clean it is, and then you could technically have other bacterias growing with the spirulina. But here, they're testing it every stage of the way. He showed me all the different stages every day, testing it to make sure that it's only spirulina.
And we not only use clean water, but we use certified drinking water.
Right.
And it's not only clean from contaminants, like you mentioned, bacteria can be a problem in dirty water, but also heavy metals can be a real serious problem.
Definitely.
In river water.
Definitely, and definitely if it's grown in India and China. So you have to understand that when if you're paying more money for a supplement, there's often a very good reason why you're paying more. And I hate when people just look at the bottom dollar and go for the cheap one, because they could be getting a dirty version, heavy metals, and not getting all the quality control that really is important. Because if you're going to put your money into it, put it into a good product for your health. I mean, that's...
I certainly agree.
Yeah, totally. So if you had to tell people anything about spirulina, your favorite thing to talk about with spirulina, what would it be?
Well, I guess the favorite thing about growing spirulina is getting customer feedback. And we get it every day. People call and say, this product has changed my life. It's helped me tremendously. I can get up and move. I'm healthier now. I never get colds. And that's really the most rewarding thing about growing spirulina, is the benefits that it gives others when they use it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with what I do. It's the same thing. When people tell me the changes that I recommended, that they're better, it fuels you to keep going.
Yes.
And to keep working at things like this. It's an unbelievable facility here. It's really, I'm so lucky I got to see this on my last day in Hawaii. Do you have, I know you're a big supplier, you're a big wholesale supplier to a lot of other companies selling spirulina
Yes.
under their own product names, but do you have your own product line that you also sell directly to the public?
Yes, we do. It's,
Okay.
We actually have a retail division called Nutrex Hawaii.
Okay.
It's on the web, www.nutrex-hawaii.com.
Okay.
And we do offer spirulina for retail bottle product.
Okay. Well, I'm endorsing it. Nutrex-hawaii.com. Guys, you got to try it. Add it to your green smoothie. You guys know I'm a big fan of green smoothies. 1 tablespoon of spirulina. Now, if you're not used to the taste, I always say try to add sweet fruits to your smoothie just to cover up that taste. I like to use pineapple or mango, something really sweet,
Yeah.
and I never even taste the spirulina. But even if you're doing like cacao, raw chocolate treats, you can add a little bit of spirulina in those as well. I love the taste with the chocolate and the spirulina together. Yes. So don't be afraid to try it, guys. Spirulina. Thanks a lot, Gerry.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. See you later. Aloha.